Hey, so it's February 14th, 2026, and that means it's been 10 years since The Life of Pablo by Kanye West. Not the most romantic album at all to celebrate Valentine's Day. Sorry about all that for everybody involved in this review watching, but fuck it. I'm gonna talk about this album because Kanye West is one of the most influential people in my life, to be honest. Graduation was my awakening into like black culture and hip hop music. Like Eminem was like my first introduction to hip hop, I think. And then Kanye West just solidified me as a hip hop fan. Like Graduation was like my favorite album of 2007, easily. And still impacts me to this day. Like even when I like hate Kanye West as a person, I'm like still like conflicted about listening to like songs off that project. So yeah, it's like a very strong record. And then it was followed up by 808s and Heartbreak, which was like not as good in my opinion, but like had hit singles like Heartless that kept his momentum going in popular culture. And then he had the whole Taylor Swift stealing the mic thing from her, which was like very douchebag material and like a douchebag move, to be honest. Like what a jerk. But he followed it up with My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, which is like a fucking monumental record, with the song Power, which was so fucking good, and the song Runaway, performed live at the VMAs, which was like fucking groundbreaking. You know what I mean? Like he really made up for it in terms of like the douchebag to like great artist ratio. Like I think like the great artist like outweighed the douchebaggery at that time in culture. And then he followed it up with Yeezus, which was like heavily influenced by The Money Store by Death Grips, in my opinion. It did shape culture though. Like I feel like that was more culturally significant than The Money Store in the grand scheme of everything. Like if he didn't do that, like I feel like so many like artists wouldn't have like changed their sound drastically. But it was The Money Store was first, so I think like to ignore The Money Store is like super outrageous. Like that, Yeezus wouldn't exist without The Money Store, in my opinion. But he then followed up The Money Store, or sorry, Yeezus, with The Life of Pablo, which is this album that we're about to talk about today. Before I talk about it, I want to mention that Kanye West has aligned himself with Hitler in the last like 2 years. He's aligned himself with the Ku Klux Klan a lot in the last 2 years, and he's aligned himself with Trump for the last like 10 years, and said on the Life of Pablo tour that he would have voted for Trump if he did vote, but he didn't vote. So yeah, he's a dude I would say that I don't respect very much, other than his artistry and his like great production. But he's someone that has influenced me greatly, and I'm not going to ignore. And I'm not going to cast into outer darkness just because of his, like, Hitler shit, which, like, should fucking, like, eliminate anybody from, like, relevance, probably. But I've known him since 2007, so I feel like I care about him deeply, and I'm going to talk about him today. So the album starts off with Ultralight Beam, which is like one of the greatest songs of all time, easily. Very gospel influenced. Probably my favorite Kanye song ever. Only rival being Only One by Kanye as well, featuring Paul McCartney. Chance the Rapper's verse is great. The choir is insane. The lyrics, this is a prayer for everyone that's too messed up. And another lyric being like, you can never go too far when you can't come back home again. Just fantastic. Like it's like a prayer that really like inspires you when you're feeling down and out and like lost in the sauce, you know? It just makes you feel like you're redeemable, important, and that life matters and that God is real. And yeah, it's like a fucking phenomenal song. I would highly recommend it to anybody that hasn't heard it before. Father Stretch My Hands part one is iconic. The lyric, if I just fuck this model and she just bleached her asshole, it's fucking terrible. I'd say the lyrics are the worst part of the song, and Kid Cudi carries the song heavily. Part two of Father Stretch My Hands is not as iconic to me, and I actually skip this song every time it comes on, to be honest. Famous has Rihanna. It also mentions like he still feels like he's gonna fuck Taylor Swift, which is just like terrible. And there was like a whole like backstory to like there's a whole feud about Taylor Swift and Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. Like after this track released, like did he get permission to use this line? Did he not? I don't know. But like there's a whole like problem with it after it came out that was like more significant than the song itself. The bam 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 part is fucking dope. Sister Nancy's Bam Bam is a fucking good song and a good time. Feedback is okay. I feel like I like the beat of it a whole lot. And the like name one genius that ain't crazy line is like so suitable for Kanye West. Like it's just like it makes you it just makes you root for him a little bit. It's like, yeah, like name one genius that ain't crazy. The people that are making art are gonna be flawed all the time. Maybe not as flawed as Kanye West, where he's like supporting Hitler. It would be nice if like the artists that I supported weren't like supporting Hitler or the Ku Klux Klan or Trump. But, it happens. Lowlights has some gospel, like it's like a gospel interlude where like just basically saying love God and God will help you and all that stuff. I enjoy it, to be honest. I think it's like a pretty good song. Highlights is weak as fuck in my opinion, and definitely a skip. Though I could see some like people having nostalgia for it or something like that. Like I skip it every time, so it's not my favorite. Freestyle 4 has a Rap God reference, which makes it like instantly dated in my opinion. Big skip, could have been left off this album and no one would miss it. Like it's fucking terrible in my opinion. I Love Kanye is like a pretty chill like rap thing to no music. It's just Kanye and his voice. And it's just talking about how he misses the old Kanye. And I miss the idea of Kanye. Like this like super like politically aware like person that was progressive, that cared about other people and not just his money. Like I miss that, the idea of that, like a person who cares, like that I thought I fell in love with graduation and stuff. And the like George Bush does not care about black people, Kanye, versus the Trump supporting Ku Klux Klan member, Hitler supporter that he's become. Yeah. Waves has Chris Brown, which is a controversial figure, but he has a beautiful voice. So to deny his talent is just like super fucked up. Like Chris Brown is like super fucking overpowered when it comes to his vocal range and everything. Like he's insane. And the autotune humming section with Kid Cudi and Kanye West is like fucking great. And I love the song Waves. I love it. I don't go back to it too often, but when I hear it, it's a fun time. Fuck My Life is a part of this like really fucking critical, great 4-track run of Waves to Wolves. And, it has The Weeknd on it, and the ending is dope, and everything about this track, it just is great, to be honest. Real Friends is one of my favorite tracks on the album. It has Ty Dolla $ign on it, which is a part of Vultures, which is probably my least favorite Kanye West album ever. Other than Vultures 2, which probably beats it in being the worst Kanye West album ever. It's about his relationship with his family and friends, and how his cousin stole his laptop that he was fucking like some bitches on, and then he had to pay 350,000 to get it from him. I don't know. It's just like it's hard to sympathize with Kanye West at this point on this track, though it is a good song. It just like the lyrics like really take away from that fact. Wolves has a good transition from Real Friends. Vic Menza rules. Sio rules. But I do find it kind of boring with a weak third verse from Kanye West. Like you left your fridge open, someone took a sandwich is just terrible. Yeah, I fucking don't really go back to the song all that much, to be honest. But it's still like a strong one in the track listing. Frank's track is just Wolves extended with Frank Ocean, and it's pretty chill. 30 Hours is a skip for me, but was chill to listen through on this listen, though 5 minutes is a little too long in my opinion. No More Parties in LA might be a controversial take for me, but I don't like this. Though it has Kendrick Lamar on it, it's never been my favorite. It being 6 minutes is like even more of a takeaway for me. Yeah, I just don't fuck with this song all that much, to be honest. Facts, I absolutely hate. Just hate this fucking track. I just don't like it at all. Fade has Ty Dolla $ign on it again, and from Vultures fame. Check them out. Check out Vultures. I fucking hate it, but you might like it. And it has Post Malone on it, which is pretty cool. And it has like a very sensual video to accompany it. I'd say the video is more iconic than the song itself, to be honest. I don't really like the song all that much, but the video is pretty cool. And then it ends with St. Pablo, which is like a great song, has a great chorus from Sampha. It's a great closer to end this album. So yeah, overall, I'm feeling like a 6.7 on it, which is lower than the Joji album I just listened to like last week. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's like some high highs on here, but the lyrical content is like shit through most of it. Ultralight Beam is like carrying the album for me. Like it would probably be a 5.7 if it wasn't for that song. And yeah, some great production, but the lyrics are all shit from Kanye on this whole project. And Kanye's a shit person from this album onwards. So yeah, fuck this album. 6.7, dude. Have a great day.